Buccaneers and the Klahowya Eagles. As members of both the Olympic League and the WIAA, we are committed to sportsmanship and fair play. High school sports exist for both the coach's coach and the officials make the calls. We're glad you're here tonight. Enjoy the game. Your officials are tonight are Dale Ritter, Scott Evans, and Nancy Kelstra. The Buccaneers are coached by Blake Connolly, Daniel Waldron, and Dave Cox. And the Eagles, coached by Jim Rand and Dan Erickson. Tonight is the last game for this season for the Eagles, and that means it's senior night. So before we introduce the starters for each team, Coach Erickson, on behalf of Coach Rand and the whole Eagles basketball program, would like to take a moment to recognize the seniors.
As we bring out the seniors, we each would like to give a special note of appreciation to their parents. Additionally, each senior has selected a teacher who has inspired them in some way, and they would like to specially recognize them. Up first, number 24, Cody Roberts. Cody has been in the program for 3 years and earned 1 varsity letter. Cody would like to thank his dad, Lance, for always pushing him to be a better athlete, and his mom, Stacy, for supporting him through hardships and helping him become the best person he can be. Cody wishes to recognize his inspirational teacher, Jessica Burrow. Cody says, "You were my first memory as a teacher and surely the best. Thanks for starting me off right." Let's hear it for Cody Roberts. Next up we have number 14, Michael Ward. Michael has been in the program for 4 years and has earned 2 varsity letters. Michael would like to thank his parents, Cindy and Jonathan Ward, for all of their love and support for his dad's help with basketball. Michael wishes to recognize his inspirational teacher, Karen Barnum. Michael says, "Thanks for always being there for me whenever I need anything." Let's hear it for Michael Ward. Next up, number 4, Josh Ganowski. Josh has been in the program for 3 years and has earned 3 varsity letters. Josh would like to thank his parents, Lisa and Rob Ganowski, for helping and guiding him through life and sports. Josh wishes to recognize his inspirational teacher, Jeff Quinn. Josh says, "Thanks for motivating me to do my best work." Let's hear it for Josh Ganowski. Number 3, Drew Fagan. Drew has been in the program for 4 years and has earned 2 varsity letters. Drew would like to thank his parents, Lori and Bill Fagan, for being willing to do anything to make him a better person. Drew wishes to recognize his inspirational teacher, Rebecca Tresh. Drew says, "Thanks for always having an enjoyable class. It was especially fun when the New England Patriots missed the playoffs." Let's hear it for Drew Fagan. Number 2, Carlos Vallejo. Carlos has been in the program for 4 years and has earned 3 varsity letters. Carlos would like to thank his parents, Heather and Roberto Vallejo, for all of their love and support. Carlos wishes to recognize his inspirational teacher, Joey Flint. Carlos says, "Thanks for always being super helpful in chemistry and always making me laugh." Let's hear it for Carlos Vallejo. Number 1, Jacob Sheets. Jacob has been in the program for 4 years and has earned 3 varsity letters. Jacob would like to thank his parents, Kathleen and Stephen Sheets, for all of their support, pushing him to be the best person and athlete he can be. Jacob wishes to recognize his inspirational teacher, Tracy Harris. Jacob says, "Thanks for being there for me as a teacher and a friend. Your classes were the best." Let's hear it for Jacob Sheets. Coach Loran and I would also like to thank our student trainer, Leah Adair, for all of her hard work and support for the team. Leah would like to thank her parents, Kim and Dan, for their constant love and always encouraging her to do her best. Let's hear it for all of our seniors. We wish you the best of luck and all of your future endeavors. And finally, we'd like to thank our clock operator, Shay Lane, our scoreboard operator, Paige Everhart, our announcer, Mr. Quinn, our scoreboard keeper, Tracy Gottschall, the band, the cheerleaders, Klahowya faculty and staff, and all the fans for your support throughout the season. You've all helped make it a great year. At this time, we would ask that you please rise for the national anthem as performed by the Klahowya Band under the direction of Mr. Jeremy Sutton. The starters for tonight's game for the Buccaneers. 5'11" junior number 24, Henry English. For the Eagles, 6'3" senior number 24, Cody. For the Eagles, 5'10" senior number 1, Jacob For the Buccaneers, 5'9" senior number 14, KT Dean. For the Eagles, 6'1" senior number 14, Michael For the Buccaneers, 6'5" senior number 35, Tom Shippers. For the Eagles, 5'11" senior number 3, Buccaneers, 6'5" senior number 34, Kyle Bennell.
Welcome to West Sound TV Presents High School Basketball. We're getting down towards the end of the 2012-2013 regular season of hoops, and we've got what should be an interesting one tonight. We're at the Eagles Nest, Klahowya Secondary School, as the Klahowya Eagles host the Kingston Buccaneers. Patricia Ann's on the camera, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and Kitty, big game tonight, especially for Kingston.
Oh, it's huge for Kingston. Right now they are absolutely assured a playoff spot, and that spot they are in the 4th place. They actually have an opportunity to move up to number 3 if they win tonight. Bremerton loses against Squim, and then if they beat Bremerton on Thursday.
And Klahowya's going to come away with it. Klahowya in the white and green striped uniforms, the Bucks in their maroon and gold. And we are underway at the Eagles Nest. Mr. Quinn called it that.
He did. I like it.
And the quick takeaway by the Bucks. Number 14 is driving. He's blocked. Let's get those lineups. 14 for Kingston, KT Deem for Connor Wall, Henry English, Hans Shippers, and Kyle Hamill out there for the guys in deep red and gold. And nice turnaround by Kyle Hamill.
And I need to apologize to Kyle. The other night, I think I kept adding an S to his name because you have Hans Shippers, so I kept making it Kyle Hamels, and there is no S. So.
Oh, another takeaway, and that's Kyle there grabbing it. Now they're looking at that 3. Yeah, take it, but it's off, and a rebound pulled down by number 2, Carlos Vallejo. We've got Jacob Sheets, Drew Fagan, Mike Ward, and Cody Roberts, a senior lineup out there for Coach Jim Horan.
And the only senior that isn't starting is Josh Ganowski, but I am sure he will have some time. That is Drew Fagan with 2.
Driving into the hoop and getting fouled will be Henry English. And he will go up to the free throw line. It's tied 2 apiece here, just underway in the first period at Klahowya.
Now Klahowya is 6-12 overall, 5-10 in league. The team that is above them in that 5th spot is North Kitsap at 7-7, and the worst that they can do is 7-8, and so they have that 5th spot wrapped up. And Klahowya won't be going on to the playoffs, but Coach Horan says, you know, he loves this group of seniors, and he'd like to see them go out on a winning note.
And English puts 1 out of 2 in, 3-2 lead for the Buccaneers. Well, of course, it's senior night, so the seniors, obviously, all of Klahowya wants to win. And another turnover. It's going to be tough to do it with those turnovers. Oh, nice dish. KT Deem to Henry English.
English trying for the 3-point play the hard way. We have some possible history to be made tonight. Be watching Connor Wall on his 3-point shots. He's at 57 for a season. The record is 59 set by Richie Sander, and that includes playoffs that Richie played in. So if he makes 3 tonight, that record is gone.
Cody Roberts with the rebound for the Eagles. Handling out front, Vallejo, and they're going to call a block on Kingston. That one will be tagged to Henry. Now Henry's only a junior. The rest of the players starting for Coach Blake Conley are seniors: Connor, KT, Hans Shippers, and Kyle Hamill. Shot is a little long, and Kingston's going to let it go out of bounds.
Jacob Sheets going out to get some popcorn right now, I think. I'm not sure where he's going. Oh, actually, that was number 14. You're right. That was Mike Ward.
So Kingston will get the inbound up 5-2.
Now we talked about Connor Wall with the 3 the other night.
Oh.
KT Deem set a team record for scoring with 31.
Shot is off and pulled down by the Eagles. They will maintain the possession.
Cheerleader became part of that play, no doubt.
And unfortunately, we have the crowd in front of us. It's going to be tough to see.
Oh, this could be a unique plan, exactly.
And the shot is up, but the rebound goes to Ward. And Ward will get fouled and get a trip up to the free throw line.
Well, typically we do it from the other side, Doc, and maybe that's why, but that was kind of the spots we're taking tonight, which is nice to see. A pretty good crowd here tonight. Mike Ward at the free throw line for 2.
Number 1 is good.
Now, since the last time we did these guys, which was the very beginning of the season against Cross Point, I've since learned that Mike is one of the best runners in the state from his coach, Jim Felty.
Second one good, 5-4, 1 point lead for the Bucks. Kick back, and long outside shot is up, rebound to the Eagles.
This time the block by English. Vallejo taking it to the basket, but not getting it in.
And the Eagles will bring it on in. Number 1 is Jacob Sheets. Over to the corner.
Drew likes that shot.
It's off, fight for the ball, and it's going to go to Kingston. Shot goes down.
That would be how KT Dean can score just a couple points.
Klahowya down at this end with it. Sheets out front. Into the middle. Roberts with a turnaround. Count it for 2 for Cody. And English manages to maintain the possession of the ball. There's KT, nice pass into Shippers, but couldn't quite handle it.
Coach Conley told me that what they want to do is maintain pace tonight, and that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to keep it slow or they're going to keep it fast. It is just keeping it at the pace they want. So that's part of why they will change defenses, and sometimes you'll see them run it down and other times take a little bit slower with the half-court offense.
Ward with it for the Eagles, sends it back out front to Carlos Vallejo. Also now Drew Fagan at the point. Uh-oh, ball's loose and Kingston comes away with it, and that's Connor Wall. Oh, he'll send it down low to Kyle. And Hamill's shot blocked, and Klahowya takes it away.
That is Josh Ganowski in the game now, number 4 for Klahowya, that 6th senior.
Long outside shot, and that one is off for Josh Ganowski, now in the game for the Eagles. Connor's shot is off. And once again, not many offensive rebounds so far for Kingston.
No, not actually for either team. Some good defensive blocking out going on.
Yeah, KT knocked that loose, but going back to get it was Mike Ward. Keep it alive for the Eagles.
KT on Ward is going to make it tough for Ward, but Ward's got a
nice move by Michael Ward. And he left KT in the dust on that one.
Yeah, the last time we watched him, he was just draining them from 3. So this is a nice aspect of his game. Mike made his first 2.
And they're going to tag that foul to Kyle Hamill. First one's good. Ties it up at 7 apiece. 3:14 left to go. Both coaches moving players in and out.
Nathan Carlton into the game, number 15 for Kingston.
Yeah, second one good, and the Eagles have the lead, 8-7.
Ganowski trying for that steal, but unsuccessful.
KT tries to get it inside, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Eagles, and the Buccaneers will bring it in. It looks like it's going to be, well, KT will bring it in.
That one went off number 32, Mitchell Nucky, into the game now.
Into English. Yeah, he'll go back out front.
Klahowya with a simple zone out there.
There we go.
That's how you break a zone.
For KT Deem. Kingston back on top, 10-8. Ball's loose, and Kingston comes away with it. Fast break, they've got the numbers, and a layup good for Connor Wall. And timeout for Coach Jim Horan at the 2:28 mark here. Does not want to let Kingston get on a run.
No, they took a nice 8-7 lead, and I think they just made the B mad. And so Kingston came back and scored a quick 5 to have that 12-8 lead.
And Coach Horan is assisted by Dan Erickson, AD out here at Klahowya, Todd Winters from the University of Portland.
Well, and Dan Erickson is the football coach, so as I went up and talked to Coach Horan, I was speaking to him as well, and he goes, oh, I can finally put a face to a name, because we've obviously done many Klahowya football games as well.
2:28 left to go here in period number 1, and the Klahowya Eagles will inbound it. Looks like Kingston's going to put a little man-to-man full court pressure. Good job getting it into Vallejo. Good job on the trap. They got to get it across. They do, and they find the open man.
Really nice job of breaking that press.
Uh-oh, Connor Wall. Connor ducks. Didn't put number 1 in, but he decides he'll make the harder shot. The tip from below the hoop, and it goes down.
Well, we talked with John Sitton how that tip isn't always the right answer, but that's what he had this particular time.
Oh, man, that one almost taken away, too, by Nathan.
Really nice passing. Ganowski for 2.
Now, how are you staying in touch here?
Well, as long as Kingston's going to make those runs at the ball, there's going to be somebody open.
Mitchell Nuckley in for the Eagles at 6'6" to guard the 6'5" Hans Shippers, but Shippers lost him and went to the hoop for 2.
Dangerous cross-court passes.
Vallejo gets across half court in time. Sheets down low, and that one's going to be off Kingston, so the Eagles will bring it in, and it will be Jacob Sheets triggering it in. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Gives us a chance to point out that number 5, Bo Rabideau, has entered the game for Kingston. And now number 20, Mitch Sagdahl.
Out front to Ganowski. He'll send it inside to Nuckley. And they're going to say that Klahowya was on the out-of-bounds line, so Kingston will get it.
Sagdahl sends it in.
And KT Deem using the screen of Kyle Hamill puts another 3 down. That's how you score 31 points.
That is how.
A 32-minute game.
Exactly.
Little pressure here. Oh, Klahowya turns it over again. That time Hamill. Hamill up forward to Carlton. Or Bo Rabideau, excuse me. Bo's shot wouldn't go down.
Ooh.
And going down to the floor is Kyle Hamill.
He went down. That was kind of a post-shot shot.
We've got a few Bo's out there this year. We've got Rabideau here at Kingston. We've got Bo West from Bremerton.
We do.
And up to the free throw line, Kyle Hamill.
3 team fouls on both teams.
Number 1 is good.
We talked about how much we liked his free throws up at North Kitsap, and he's just got such a nice, smooth stroke out there. Wee Chikiti into the game, number 3 for Kingston. and number 2, Tyler Shuey.
Second one's off. Ganowski got bumped by his own man, and they're going to say the Eagles will maintain the possession. And
I think the Eagle cheerleaders are going to be frightened by the end of this night because they have been run over about 3 times. Those are those dangerous cross-court passes against the quick hands of Kingston.
Vallejo with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Down to Ganowski. Fagan. Back to Josh. 3 seconds. Somebody's got to put it up. Fagan will. No iron, so it's a shot clock violation with .3 left.
In this first quarter.
Coach is saying it's not over yet. You got to get back out there.
I know. They heard the buzzer sound, so I can't really blame them.
There it is. All right, now it's over. Woo, came close. At
Way
the
close.
end of the first period here at Klahowya Secondary School, the Kingston Buccaneers lead the Eagles 20-10.
Well, Doc, that first quarter, I think kind of something that we expected because we know that Kingston has been on a roll lately, and the first time they played these guys, they beat them 64-46. Although the Klahowya team has given just about every team they've played a decent run each time. So, you know, it's senior night. You just absolutely can't ever count out a team in this Olympic League.
Well, we saw Kingston at the beginning of this week, actually. It seems like years ago, up at North Kitsap. And
that would be actually last week.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Because the beginning of this week was yesterday, and that was CK Girls
You're
and
correct.
Big Harbor.
Yep,
but
you are
I'm
correct.
with you, Doc.
It
Everything has run together.
But Dave Ziesmer, who was on the microphone that night, made the point that if he was coaching a team, he would not want them to have to play Kingston right now.
Exactly.
Kingston playing pretty good here in the second half of this season.
The only loss they've had recently was against Squim, and that was 51-45.
And Squim is right up there in number 2 position. And they'll get another chance at Squim, right?
Actually, it's Bremerton who they will play against.
Okay.
So it's Bremerton that they might be able to steal that 3rd position away from. It depends upon what happens tonight. Or we're going to get a double dribble over there. Our referees tonight, we have Nancy Kelstrup again. She believes I'm following her.
Sure.
Scott Evans and Dale Ritter.
Dale was at our last Admirals game you and I
Exactly.
did. Long outside jumper by KT. Shot is off. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles.
Vallejo taking it the distance.
Oh, and a block by Kyle Hamill, but they're going to say he got the arm. And send Carlos up to the free throw line.
That was really nice the way Carlos just took that the distance and saw a lane. There were a few Buccaneers in that lane, but it didn't deter him one bit.
Oh, that one will drop.
That's using your rim to the absolute max.
Sure. And second one's off. Shippers with the board. Connor thought about it, sends it back to KT. Shippers over to Connor Wall. And Hans will try the 3. Oh, counted for the 6'5" Hans Shippers.
We saw that he had that shot the other night, and that's actually something he'll need if he's going to move on.
Oh, that was close.
Unless he puts on a little weight for being in the middle. Ganowski not afraid to drive, but stolen by KT Deem.
Ball knocked loose. And Kingston coming the other way. KT will drive the baseline. Oh, beautiful pass. KT Deem over to Shippers. Time out for Coach Haran. That was a beautiful, that's one that we need replay on.
I know, I'm with you. that you and I are believers in the assist, and that is, you know, we talk about KT Deem and the fact that he had 31 points the other night, but that we did the North Kitsap game, I believe he had a lot of assists that night as well, and it's not a typical thing I can keep track of as easily as score, so just amazing.
And we've got to remember this Kingston Buccaneer team was 3rd place in the state of Washington for the last 2 years. Of course, they do not have Sam Byers and Lucas Mays this year, who were 2 of the key components in that victory.
They were some cogs. As I talked to Coach Conley, especially about the record that Connor Wall is nearing, he was going, yeah, we've had a couple good shooters over the year. You know, there's been George Hill and Richie Sander, just a couple of them. And I said, yeah, you hardly have a history for a school that's been around for 6 years.
Yeah, I forgot George Hill was a big part of that, those 2 years of state championship action. I liked him, as well as the other guys,
oh, yeah.
Of course.
No, I know what you're saying. That's the only one we liked. Mike Ward trying to bring it inside.
Ooh, almost good. Board by Ganowski. Man, he had to fight for that one.
Josh is tough. If there's anything else you can say about him, it's definitely tough.
Henry English can't make the shot. Fagan saves it for the Eagles. Oh, running down court quickly. They could not convert.
It's a good idea, Cody Roberts on the smaller guy.
Long outsider by Connor.
Okay, that would be 58, so we're going to just keep track of it.
Does Coach Conley have a practice session, a half hour of three-point shooting?
They
only?
might. I don't know. I kind of doubt it because he really emphasizes defense.
And you can see that with all the takeaways they've had so far. In the passing lanes, keeping their eye on where that ball's going. Shippers outside, another three.
And that assist once again to Dean.
Another timeout for Coach Horan.
Boy, Coach Horan's going to run out of timeouts. The good news is we won't have one of those endings where they call timeout after timeout after timeout.
31-13 here at the 5:25 mark.
For those of you looking at the scoreboard, that is a palindromic scoreboard, 13-31, and boy, just Kingston is that dangerous. They can take it inside when your big man can shoot the three, when your little guy, number 14, can make a pass, a skip pass from the top of the key down to that corner for Hans Schipper to make that three. Yeah.
Back in December, we saw Kingston host the #1 team in the Olympic League now, the Olympic High Boys, and they could have, almost did, win that contest, except for the last half-second heroics by Brian Tyson and the three-quarter court shot.
Oh, that was, again, another pretty pass. Ward with the rebound.
Oh, I don't know how Klahowya managed to maintain that one, but they did. All right, to Klahowya. They get fouled. Neither team in the penalty yet.
So Mike Ward is really not the one I think you want to foul on this Klahowya team. I'm trying not to jinx him, but he is 4 of 4 from that line so far.
5 minutes left to go here in the first half. #1 is good. And 2 won't go down. Shippers with the board for the Buccaneers.
Still 5 of 6.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, man. Nathan Carlton all by himself down at the hoop. And a three-quarter court pass to get it to him.
And I was not watching quick enough to know who that came from, but that was pretty impressive.
It might have been Shippers. I'm not sure either. I missed it too.
Good enough reason to watch this again.
Yeah. Klahowya with the inbound. Comes into Carlos Vallejo.
Ganowski working hard on the side.
Jacob Sheets tries for the shot. It won't go down, and rebound pulled down by Shippers.
This would be the running pace.
Oh, KT Deem shot just off, and rebound to Klahowya.
That was Nucky with the rebound. Vallejo with the three-pointer in and out.
Oh, and the rebound was in the hands of Mike Ward, but taken away by the Buccaneers halfway through the second period. Connor Wall gets stuffed by Nucky, who saves it.
Really nice effort.
And down to Ganowski. Oh, they're going to call a foul on KTD. 16 fouls on the Buccaneers now.
With 3:54.
They say 7. So going up to the free throw line for the Eagles, that will help. Ward up there, if you can score without the clock moving when you're behind. One and one, so he'll get number 2.
Ward earns his second.
Second one, nothing but net.
7 of 8 tonight. He has 7 points. Whoa! I believe Mr. Nucky might have taken out Mr. Shipper.
Yep,
Shippers.
I think so. Looks like a bit of a difference in poundage.
Sometimes you use your poundage when you don't have as much height, so it makes sense.
Well, they're close. Long outsider is off for KT, but a nice board down there by Carlton. He'll drive in, shot is off, and the rebound pulled down by Ganowski.
Every bit of that you got to really like, except for the fact that it didn't go down.
Ganowski's quite the fighter out there.
He is. I've always thought he just plays with such heart and definition and tough. Ward's going to go ahead and shoot that.
Oh, almost in, but not quite. And the rebound pulled down by Carlton. Chippers will drive the lane and lose it. Uh-oh. Let's see what they're going to... Oh, they're going to call the block.
Oh, that would be 3 on KT Deem if that's the case.
And, you know, I thought he was pretty well set, but I'm not down on the court. I'm not wearing stripes.
Nope.
And you are correct. 3 now on KT. He's going to have to... Well, we'll see if Coach Conley... I think Coach Conley's going to sit him out for these last 3 minutes.
So yep. He was shooting, so the first one off for Ganowski.
Kyle Hamill back in, as well as Bo Rabideau. And they're also giving Shippers a little bit of a rest out there.
Well, they have a 17-point lead, probably a fairly good idea.
Shots off. English kicks it outside to number 5. Won't go down. That was Rabideau. Uh-oh, now this time it is the player control. You tell me the difference.
It might be the placement for one that was much farther away from the basket.
That's true.
But I actually would agree with you on the one called on KT. I thought he had been set for a fair amount of time. The question is whether he moved after that, because he might have, or sometimes you do just actually choose to move to not die.
And not only do we have the gathering of the ball, we have the right of verticality.
Yes, exactly.
That's Connor Wall. Shot is good for another 3 for Connor.
Connor has 10 points, and he is 1 away. Well, actually, he is tied right now with Richie Sander.
Sheets will elevate. Shot off the front, but a good rebound that time by Ward, putting it down.
Ward had an exceptional game.
Down to English, inside to Hamill. Shots off, and Ward had it and lost it to Carlton. Or excuse me, Rabideau.
Hamill with the
Whoa.
rebound. Oh, and
And the
blocked by
block.
Nucky.
Jump ball finally before bodies go to the floor.
Yeah, that whistle took a little bit of time. I think that's one of those where the whistle's stuck in your mouth and you're trying to blow. What fight out there.
Under 2.
You can't look at their records. You can't look at even at the score because these guys just continue to play hard, both sides.
Well, and of course, Klahowya playing for the pride here on senior night, and Kingston playing for positioning. Nice play by the Eagles. Minute and a half left to go in the first half. Nice screen, the old pick and roll, Kitty.
One of our favorites.
Screen by Carlton, and a pass from Connor Wall. So Connor does assists as well as three-point shots.
Oh, yeah. He has a full game.
Oh, great play by Nucky.
So I guess Ward will just get the assist on that, right?
And Mitchell's only a junior, so hopefully he'll be back next year. And, you know, Coach Horan was a big man himself playing, so I think
is
he
a
would
tall
work
man.
great with Nucky.
Definitely. That's a good call. Drew just trying a little bit too hard on that one.
1 minute left to go in the first half, and the Buccaneers get the inbound.
Any more fouls on Klahowya, and it'll be a 1-and-1.
Mitch Sagdahl in the game now. Shot is up, and number 5, Bo Rabideau, is going to get tagged with that one, and that should send Klahowya up to the free throw line. Yes, indeed.
That is, I think, Mike Ward, who has flat out lived there tonight. He'll soon start paying rent on that line. I put down the second one, assuming.
Yep, number 1 was good. Nothing but net. Good free throw shooter out there.
Mike, 8 of 9 so far this evening.
Mike, one of the seniors for the Eagles. Oh, that one spins out and picked up by Mitch Sagdahl. Connor Wall down to English. Oh, English used the screen on the other side. Nice job.
Really nice move by Henry. Henry kind of gets overlooked because you have Wall and Dean, but he is so essential to this team.
And he's only a junior. He had playing time last year, but a lot of playing time this year.
Oh, yeah. Starting most of the time. And that starts because of his defense, but his offense has come around quite nicely this year.
About a second and a half difference between game clock and shot clock. Down to 4. The Eagles have got to shoot. Oh, they're going to say player control. But Sheets put his head down and ran into the 2 defenders.
Interesting call. I know that when you drop your shoulder into him or your head into him, that is a foul. But that was kind of a self-protection move to put his head down on that one, I thought.
Well, and the way it was going, it was going to be a shot clock violation.
Otherwise, yes.
So he should have just gone straight up and tossed it towards the hoop.
In theory, yes, exactly. So 2.9 seconds remaining here in the first half.
40-23 lead for Kingston. And they will have the inbound all the way down on their end of the court, or actually the Eagles' end of the court. So they'll have to go the whole 60 feet.
Interesting timeout right now. My guess is what this is it's giving them an opportunity to run that famed 2.9 second play that beat them up at Kingston for when Olympic did it. So sure, why not?
Long pass inside.
Oh no!
Well, they had an idea. Hamill was trying to hit Connor Wall on the break. That was an excellent down-court pass by Rabideau.
And a great catch by Hamill,
yeah.
But Wall just didn't go where he was supposed to go, I don't think.
All right, we're at the end of the first half here at Klahowya, and the Kingston Buccaneers lead the Klahowya Eagles 40 to 23. Well, Patricia Ann's on the camera for you tonight. Kitty Campagna on the other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr. Stay tuned. We'll have that second half coming up shortly.